What's up, people? What's happening? Gunner Hookah here live. We are live for another smoke session. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, ain't nobody on here yet, but I don't give a fuck. We got one person watching the cut. Today is another smoke session, as I stated. Of course, I got a guest coming. Just, you know, he just getting himself together, getting ready, have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So while we wait, hopefully these people jump in and rock with us. If not, we still gonna carry this party on. You just have to catch it on the you know catch the recording. Catch it later or whatever. So you just watch me smoke a hookah. Calvin Carbine, what's up, man? Yeah, man, you first. They'll be here in a minute, my man. They'll be here in a minute. You the first. Yeah, we got another good one today. A good guest. You know, on this joint, man, I promote brands. I promote people's businesses, especially who people that look like us. Jova Q, what's up? So this one is another hookah guy, right? Like I said, I'm gun and a hookah, so both will be talked on this joint. But this guy's a hookah guy. The other cat out the DMV area, you know. So we're just waiting on him. But I'm glad y'all. How y'all doing, man? How was y'all week? You're getting ready for this Thursday. Get ready, get some eats on and stuff. I still gotta put my turkey in the brine. Shit, I gotta do that shit tonight. So I can get it nice and brine and cleaned up, seasoned up. Come a fry that puppy. I don't really call it Thanksgiving. It's just a day we can eat good. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. It's about eating, man. That's all it's gonna be about for me, just eating. We all know, or at least we should know the real thing behind what they call Thanksgiving. It wasn't nothing thankful about the origins of this shit. Now it's just about being with family. I guess we can kind of be thankful now to a degree, but you know, when it originated, it wasn't no thank. It was a whole lot of shiesty shit going on during that time. But anyway, this brother here I got, I feel you, Valerie. What's going on? This brother I got coming, no question, Calvin. This brother I got coming is a hookah guy, right? In DMV area. Without further ado, I welcome Anthony or Ant Lux Hookahs. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You got me.
Okay.
I hear you. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Yep. First. So, yeah, I know you got a hookah on deck. I know you got a hookah on deck.
Unfortunately, I'm at home tonight, so
Oh,
I try not to smoke when I'm at home with the kids.
got you. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
But
Oh, nothing wrong with that at all, man.
I
So
got a
first of
little
all, how
break.
you how you how you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Just I think it's not even working. Um, I've been good. Can't complain, man. Just trying to do my thing out here.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Let the people know who you are, where you at. I'll give a little taste, but if I might have messed up anything, you can correct it for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Anthony. My company's Lux Hookahs. We are basically out in the Washington, Maryland, DC area.
Gotcha.
Basically, we um, just provide hookah around the city and with private parties, clubs, lounges, stuff like that.
So like hookah catering service, if you will, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a few y'all getting it in. I like seeing it, man. I like seeing more of us get into it because when I got into hookahs, it was pretty taboo.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now it's pretty. It's becoming more and more popular,
Hmm.
um, and more us are taking advantage of the business aspect of it. Okay,
exactly.
you got some smoke though. I see the vape. All right, all right.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can do, man. Is kids
Oh
be
no,
like,
you good, man. It's smoke session. I don't care what you smoke. It's smoke session, baby. You know how to smoke anything, all seriousness, but it's smoke
okay,
session. So cigars, cigarettes, vape, hookahs, other stuff, whatever you,
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
your flavor of the month is. I
you're
don't
right,
care.
you're
You
right.
know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's about dialogue. It's about promoting brands,
Hmm.
and I'm a huge supporter of businesses, especially melanated businesses. You
I
dig?
appreciate that.
So, oh yeah, absolutely, brother. And yeah, this place where you can kind of let your hair down, if you will, because you probably will be on the least professional live you ever be on. Because
Yeah,
it's chill. I don't have any like. I don't have any format. It's just like I
okay.
said. It's like barbershop type stuff. We sit
Barbershop
there,
talk.
we talk a little bit. Yeah, just chill. You know, no pressure, no stress. Because it's a time where you kind of lay your head at the same time, good dialogue, at the same time promote your brand, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
appreciate that.
oh, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. Share what little bit I got with you, right? So so we started there. So how long you been? I'm gonna get into some of the questions first,
Okay.
right? And then we can freestyle, have a good ass time, and then I'll have some of the people may ask questions. And because I am going to hookah and I'm part of gun community,
Yeah.
there may be some gun questions thrown up in there. So
Okay.
so you get a little bit of both, right?
Okay.
We can talk guns as well, but primarily we'll keep it hookahs because that's what we do, right? You make a living off of that. I want to make sure that people know who you are so they can support.
Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate that.
yeah, no problem, man. So what? How long? Listen, what? When did you get started, and what got you into hookahs? Just maybe as a consumer before you even got into being an entrepreneur or distributor.
Well, it's going funny. The first time I had a hookah, I hated it.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I hated it. I wasn't a big smoker in my early 20s. Um, Personal reasons. Just never cared for it. Not for
Right, right.
cigarettes, weed, anything. Just didn't care for it.
No
Um,
question.
a few years down the line, I started hitting the clubs, whatever. So I kind of dabbled a little bit, just to, everybody's doing it. So it's like, all right, let me try.
Okay.
Um, I actually was living with my roommate who's from Tunisia, and
Okay.
he's a big hookah smoker. When I say big, I mean big. Like I'll get up in the morning, go to the bank. I used to work at the bank, so I go wake up, go to the bank. He's up playing Call of Duty, smoking.
Nice.
When I get back in the house, he's sleeping, and then when he wakes up, he makes himself some food, grab a hookah, play Call of Duty, and I'm like, how can you live this life? But he was doing hookah at nightlife,
There's. Oh.
so it was like
Okay.
sleep during the day, smoke when he at home, whatever. So we dabble in the hookahs, different flavors, stuff like that.
Okay.
So one day we sitting in the house and was like,
Right. Right.
how can we make some more money? And his hookah is amazing. Like I wish he was still in the United States because he taught me how to make hookahs. So we sat down, we smoked it. He
Nice.
got a hookah, I got a hookah, and we're like, oh, how can we make some money? And we both look at the hookah. I'm like, let's do hookah. So he was already established. He brought me in,
Okay.
but I wasn't able to be like the point man until my hookah
Got
was perfect.
Gotcha.
So it took me a year to make a perfect hookah consistently. So he'll have me in the house, make a hookah. All right, cool. Make a hookah. It's all right. We'll see. 3, 4 heads in. Nah, it's not good. So a year go by and he didn't say nothing to me, but he's like, you made a hookah for a month straight and it was perfect. I wanted to see if you can continuously do that in more than a month span. So I basically passed this test and he gave me a venue to run by myself. And then maybe 2 years after that, I asked him for his blessing for me to run my own situation because people were like, yo, your hookah's amazing, this, and that. You should start your own company. I'm like, I got the bank. I don't need to work. I don't need to do that, whatever. But I found out that I was capable of doing it with the business mindset that I had.
Right, right.
So I asked for his blessing. He gave it to me,
So he was your mentor pretty much.
basically. And people, when I tell people I asked for his blessing, everybody's like, "What do you mean his blessing?" I was like, "You have to understand. Like, someone teaches you the game, you just can't go behind their back and start trying to do things on your own without giving that person the heads up." Because I was running one of his profitable venues, and we were making like 3, 4 thousand a week off of it.
Wow.
So
Y'all were doing all right.
yeah. So for me to walk away and do my own thing after him teaching me what I needed to know, it
Right.
was like, yo, that would for me feel wrong just walking away and then I pop up with my own situation.
No question. Guns don't argue. What's happening? Man, no, that's good stuff right there. It's always good to have a mentor, right? Um, so you've been doing it roughly the last several years. You've really been
Yeah.
getting going hard,
So
and
Lux has been since 2017
that's not bad though. 5 years. So that's been how long you've been smoking hookahs for pretty
consistent.
much
Yeah.
for 5 years. Okay, and you're a hell of a lot motivated than me, man. Because I'm also I have a tobacco license, and I also like kind of was nickel and diamond out the trunk type hookahs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to do a brick and mortar, but I just never got around to it, and I attribute that to laziness. You know, so it was like okay, I enjoy it, and I made a couple of dollars, but really get serious with it because um, I've been smoking hookah for about 20 years.
Okay.
I started, like I said, it was taboo. It was like when you see you smoking, people were scared to touch it because they didn't know what was in it. They thinking the bong is a water pipe, right? And a lot of cats smoke hashish out of it versus shisha,
Yeah.
right? So I met a couple of Moroccan cats and people from Afghanistan, stuff like that smoke shisha, right? Some
Hmm.
parts of West Africa, and then of course the states, right?
Yeah.
So Rodney, what's up, man? So I understand the game stuff. I understand it's the game is what it is, and now you're thriving in it. You had and what they said, you did it right. You got somebody who was well established in the game, who knew the game very well, avid, not just a consumer but also a distributor himself, and
Yeah.
he got to the point where you not only mastered the craft but you mastered it consistently, and that's when you're like, okay, I think I can do this on my own, but before I do, let me get his blessing as a mentor. We're making bread. I don't want to look like I'm flaking out on him or nothing like that. I want to kind of see. And he's like, shit, go for it, man. And that's kind of thing. He probably taught you that because with the expectation that you're going to venture out on your own.
Yeah.
Because if he taught you that stuff with the expectation you just staying, then it doesn't help his brand either. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole point of teaching is so it can be distributed out. It can be branched out, right? And that just grows
Exactly.
his tree. You know what I mean? So you're part of his tree. And then when the way you teach is probably the same way he taught you, and now you got two or three other people doing it. And then people who may have been in the game maybe as long as I have could learn something from you, right?
Hmm.
And though I've been doing it for a while, I still can learn something, right?
Exactly.
Especially from someone who's been consistent, mastered it by somebody who's like a consumer. And it's like, if you pass my test, there's no way in the world you're not going to pass the average person's test, right?
Exactly.
So now that's good stuff right there. So so you're more catered. Do you have a brick and mortar? Are you looking to do a brick and mortar?
Well, that's the goal, honestly. I love what I do now, but the older I get, I understand that we could be making and doing more with the brand.
Right, right,
Um, it's great as a contractor to be walking into establishments and building their name up.
right, right,
But
right, right.
when I walk in the door, I walk in with a Lux Hookah t-shirt. My team walks in with Lux Hookahs on them. So
Uniform
at
of
the
the
end
day.
of the day, it's only right for me to have my own place.
Right,
Um,
right.
and it's honestly, it's a situation where I don't know if you go into DC a lot, but there's not a lot of good hookah in DC.
Um, I've been to DC a few times. Like I said, I don't really go out a whole lot of hookah spots because I got my own. You can see in the
Yeah,
background, I'm
yeah, you got
loaded
a
to the
you got a nice little stash over there.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because between me selling them and just being a hookah head, I got Indian hookahs, I got Egyptian, Russian, German, I got and then glass. I got glass hookahs.
Yeah.
There's a you know, so I've been to DC. Last time I was in DC, I smoked some of I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry. I just had a brain fart.
I think you was at if mistake me if I'm wrong, I think you was at Half Smoke.
No, it wasn't half smoke. I didn't do half smoke. It was another sister's pretty much she got the glass hookahs.
Yeah, yeah.
Elsie, yeah, yeah. I was her hookah joint. She got it. She doing that thing too. So like I said, it's got
Yeah.
sister. She got her master class was in Dubai, right?
Oh,
Your master class was Tunisia.
yeah.
So to see both of y'all take lessons from where that's it. Avisha hookahs. That's it.
Avicii,
Thank
yeah.
you,
Yeah,
Avisha.
those are they killing the game right now. Like I see
Oh
like
man, her
them
setup
fruit,
is
them
crazy.
fruit heads, man. Like I did fruit heads a few years back, but
Yeah,
I did it at the wrong establishment. So they wasn't really appreciative of it. But they consistently got them fruit heads, and I commend that because I couldn't do like the establishments that I work at. It's not for me. It's not worth it because I mean there's a nice little price hike, and then customers just they don't appreciate it. Like you have to be an establishment where it's like, oh, I have to have it because the
right, right,
understanding of it being better. She
right.
has it locked in because the establishment that she works at and
Yeah,
presentation is amazing. Like
yeah.
I've watched their page and I'll be like, yo, like once
See,
I get my own,
Avisha, that's it.
yeah, once
Avisha.
I get my own situation,
Yeah.
we'll add that. But right now, what
Yeah.
I'm doing, I can't do that right now.
Oh no, 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 no. You have your own lane. You know, Evie has her
Yeah.
lane. You have your lane. But it's good that you have the respect because especially with us, and we're notorious for that shit. We want to try to be the only ones doing it, right? Not
Mhm.
realizing this is a multi-billion-dollar. Just the tobacco industry alone is a multi-billion-dollar global enterprise, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not politicized like other and
Mm,
it can be, but as far as for like government politics, like
okay,
there's not a
okay.
lot of like policies. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, if we elect this person, they're gonna take our hookahs away. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
not
yeah,
that
yeah,
threat
yeah.
of it. It's if it's anything, it'll be on a tobacco level. It won't necessarily be a
Yeah,
hookah level. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Mhm,
that's the part you don't have. And being on both sides of it, I definitely can tell you the gun
mhm.
side is way more politicized than the hookah
Yeah.
side.
So
Right?
let me
Go
tell
ahead.
you this. You were saying that you know how our community just be competing. Now, in my and I believe I think she's on here as well. Um I think it is a big competitive situation because a lot of places do in-house, but the contractors like me, um District Hookahs, Avisha, we
Yep.
actually have solid venues where it's a competitive thing because we want the best venues that don't have hookah already.
Right.
So like for us, like for me, I'm not a hater. Like I'm not going to hate on anything that anybody else is doing because I feel like I'm in my own lane. Avisha's in their own lane. District
Right.
Hookahs is in their own lane.
Right. Right.
Now we might cross paths like, oh yeah, I know him. We might not say anything because we're not on that we're not on that hey, my name is Anthony, your name is blah blah blah, this and
Right.
that.
Right.
But we know each other and we know what they do for the city.
Right.
And
Right.
that's where my biggest thing is like as long as we're coming in and we're doing big things for the city,
Right. Right.
all that matters because you can easily see I'm not going to drop like venues or anything but like that, but
No. 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 You got
there's
you.
certain venues on U Street that they butcher the hookah situation. They butcher the nightlife of it because they charge too much. It's
Right.
trash. They
Right.
charge charcoal. If you finish your hookah, you got to buy another hookah just for a refill. And it's just like that's not what the game is supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
for me, when I see other people doing what they're doing and it's on the same level as me or better, I'm
Right.
like,
Right.
that's big props to them. So I'm never going to hate on whoever situation is. I'll reach out to people and be like, hey, I saw that you did this. Can you give me some knowledge on it? And it's vice versa. Like I've slid opportunities to other vendors because I don't have the time or the staffing to do hey, we need you on Saturday. I
Right.
got 2 clubs and 3 venues on Saturday. I can't. I ain't got nobody to give you.
Right.
But I know someone.
Right.
You trust my referral, go ahead and use them.
Right.
Now, if you want to continuously do business with them, go ahead and do it. At the end of the day, that's basically someone getting an opportunity. And because
Okay.
I got the opportunity, someone gave me the opportunity.
Right.
Why
Right.
not you do the same thing?
Yeah. So the real quick. Santee, what's happening? Melanated, silverback. What good guns on? Right.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
It's not you two taking the steel and beating each other over the head with it to grab real estate, if you will. It's a we're about the community, we're about business. There's plenty of money for everybody.
It is
Networking
definitely.
is good, right? So,
Uh-huh.
and then at the end of the day, it's about the consumer and the product, right? So that's healthy competition. That's
Yeah.
healthy. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's always going to be that competition in business as long as it's not like you said, ain't no haterade or no shit like that because it can get funky
Yeah.
out here in these venues, not just hookah, but all these
Every
joints.
everything.
So,
Everybody
exactly
talks.
right. So there's plenty of food for everybody to eat as long as we do it right. You don't have
Yeah.
to be the fat guy on the block and just the skinny guy on the block is starving. Everybody gets a fair share. Everybody has their own lane. No one's biting. You know what I'm saying? You get like ideas from each other, but you talk about it, you discuss it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that kind of that dialogue. You engage, right?
Yeah.
And that's good stuff right there. As far as with the business, I won't even go into that soapbox. That's a whole nother live altogether. But so you've been doing a hookah thing for 5 years. You're doing fairly well. You started off really good with somebody very established, and you come from, like I said, you come from a person like you said earlier that didn't even like it at first, but it took you a little bit. What outside of the was it when you really started liking it as a consumer yourself? When you started liking it, like was it with your buddy, your roommate
Yeah.
from he got you once you actually started making it to where he was like, yeah, this is pretty tasty, and you started obviously you had to taste it yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's when it started. It now, what's your favorite flavor? Right into it. What's your favorite flavor?
So my go-to is mint. My go-to is mint.
I know a lot of
Um,
people don't do that.
Mainly because it's a stronger flavor. Um, Also because I smoke hookah so much, the fruity flavors really don't do anything for me. Like I'll smoke and I'm a heavy smoker, so at the end of the day, it's kind of like once I get my 20 minutes in, I'm like, oh, I don't want this no more. But if I got mint, I'm in there like. And what I've been doing is I've been doing other brands of mint. So it's not
Okay.
the Alfalker, not the Star Buzz. Like I've
Mhm.
been going to my suppliers. I'm like, yo, if you got mint, let me know. Because at the end of the day, for me, hey Ozzy, what's going on? For me, mint is just so much better. There's like so much like there's a mint, regular mint, strong mint, very very strong mint. Like I
Mhm.
smoke it all. Like that's what I go to.
Nice, nice. I have a friend that does a lot of mint. I do
Mhm.
a mint every now and again, um, and I also like to drink like a mint tea along with it. So
Okay.
that's a really nice mellow out. Because I do the when I used to go to hookah lounge because sometimes I go for the atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Of course.
I'm definitely going to check out one of your venues. I got to, as a hookah head, there's no way in the world I'm gonna have you as a hookah head, as a hookah distributor, as a hookah business person, as a black hookah business person. Have you on my live and not make a trip to the DMV or to DC area? 'Cause I'm in Maryland, to DC area, and smoke one of your hookahs. That's
Just
gonna
let me
that's
know.
gonna happen. I
Just
got
let me
support.
know. Just let me
Yep.
know, man. We'll take care of you, man. Oh,
Oh man, I appreciate it, brother. You already know I'm there. You already know I'm there.
definitely.
I'm always about support. So especially in things that I like, guns and hookahs, I'm going to support as much as I can. Right. So I will be there for sure. So just let me, yeah, we'll talk. Let me know. Actually, it's perfect for those who are in the DMV area. For those who would like to visit the DMV area, what days do you rock out? What do you have, like steady days, or is it random, or do you have like consistent days? And go ahead, let the people know, man, where they can come check out your product and enjoy a good smoke.
Okay, so basically we service 7 days a week. We have one venue that's 7 days straight through. That's Lydia on 8th Street. It's an Afro Caribbean spot. Um,
Okay,
it's real dope. Food is good. Drinks are good.
nice.
Hookah's amazing. At the end of the day, uh, I would tell you now, like you go if you're going there. It's 2 floors. Depending on the day, both floors are open. But that's Lydia on H. That's basically Sunday through Saturday.
Okay,
Thursday through Sunday is St. Eves and Abigail. Um, those are really Afro beat nights.
okay,
Um, Hookah's a little pricey on those on over there due to the clientele that they have. Lydia's a little more everybody's
okay.
range. Um, we have 3 venues that we are basically
Oh,
signing contracts with in the next week or so. So once they sign the contract, we'll disclose those out. But we have a spot called Aces Lounge. It's a little mom and pop spot. Older crowd, older crowd. So basically they're more chill, a little bit R&B music. So
okay,
and then we have another like would you I guess Afro Caribbean spot called Moi Moi, and that's over in the K Street
okay,
area. We do that Wednesday,
okay,
Thursdays, and Sunday. So we have a few
okay,
stuff locked in. Just working on some other things, trying to put some of my employees in a better situation where it comes
okay.
to like managing.
Right, right.
It has nothing to do with financing, it's just more managing because the more people that I put on, the more situations where like I can make someone a boss of my situation.
No question.
It's better for me to go out and find more situations for
Okay,
everybody who wants to do this.
no question. No question. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, like mint. Now, do you in your base? What do you put in your base? I mean, obviously the main one is water, right?
Yeah,
Do
of
you do
course.
like juices or sodas
Um,
or alcohol
we
stuff
haven't
like wine?
we haven't personally as a business ventured into that yet.
Right,
I
right.
think that's more when we have our own spot. Um, I did try at one point with vodka,
Okay.
but I completely did it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Completely.
What'd
I
you
I,
do?
I put all vodka.
Oh yeah, no, don't, no, no.
I was young. We was in Miami. My boy was like, "Yo, have you tried it?" I was like, "Nah, let's do it." I had the big Kirkland bottle at Costco. Just pour it in there. 10 minutes in, I'm like, "Yo, I think we doing this wrong way, bro."
Absolutely,
He's
because
like, "Wow, we good." I was like, "Nah, go to
nah,
YouTube."
nah, you definitely want to. When you do the best thing to do with like liquor, like spirits. The only thing, if you want to do an all base, you want to use wine, or maybe some liqueurs. You could do like Evie put me on to shit. God damn it! I just had rum chata, which I'm drinking right now.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
that's a good one. You got to clean your hookah after because it'll stain the
Oh,
shit out of it, and it you
oh,
got the best thing to do. You got to bleach it and all that. Get that to get the stain out of there.
mhm.
And like any kind of liquid, you got to do that. The only one I find that you can kind of get away with not doing it is wine, right? As far as the liquor, yeah, you find out that you have to, if you do liquor, just maybe 1 shot or 2 shots diluted in water, because
Yeah,
if you do all liquor, it could kill you. So you
Yeah.
got to be real careful with that, right?
I
She
was,
finally like, wait a minute, this is too much because you're ingesting the you're taking in the
yeah,
alcohol, right?
and it's
So
going through the system a lot faster.
oh, absolutely, right? So if you do red wine, definitely, because red wine and what's people don't know about red wine is you could reuse that same red wine several times over,
Yeah.
and you won't lose. It won't be nasty. You won't lose the flavor or anything like that.
Hmm.
I got put onto that when I was in Korea. This Russian chick put me onto that shit.
Yeah.
So, um, and those things like that. And of course, you can get fancy. They got certain things, fillers you can put in the waters now to make it look fancy and all that shit.
Yeah.
Of course, you know
We
the ice, the light ice cubes, whatever with the lights on it, or you could do
yeah, we do that at the
underneath it.
club sometimes.
Yeah, kind of give it that flair, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, this is good stuff right here. And I see you got Valerie up in here. You shout out to Ozzy, Shannon, Stephanie Osborne, Ozzy. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Those are my
Uh,
heavy hitters right there.
okay, yeah, because I saw yeah, Valerie said come down to Lydia. All right, I'll definitely come rock. I'll come rock there.
Yeah.
I'll check y'all out for sure. I'm definitely ain't no bullshit. I'm definitely gonna be there. I love a good hookah.
Just
You
let us
know,
know, man. Just let us know.
oh no question, man, no question. You already know I'm gonna do that. Definitely gonna show some love. You know, and then do like a little live. You got time and do a short and people see that we rocking. Like, hey,
Definitely.
what's going on? This is Ant Lux Hookah, or this is Valerie. What's up? Whoever's there, we talk and be like, hey, this is good shit. I could rate it and all that good stuff.
Of
And I'm
course.
not too hard on hookahs. I love hookah, man. There's not too many sheesh. There's not too much shisha I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I'm real easy on that. And I like presentation. I'm a hookah connoisseur. Like I said, I've been
Okay.
doing it nearly 20 years. So I definitely know hookahs like the
So
back of my hand. I know them almost as much as I know guns. Right?
okay.
So that's saying something. So,
There's some
but I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. I'm definitely looking forward to that joint. So shoot, we got Valerie and Steph up in here, right? No, I keep saying, is it Steph? I keep make sure I ain't messing nobody's
it's,
name.
it's Stephanie, but we call her Steph or Ozzy.
Okay, so we got Ozzy and Valerie. I'm gonna bring y'all. Want you to come up in here if y'all ain't camera shy? Don't be camera shy. We don't bite. This is a good community. We don't bite. Want y'all come? Want y'all come on here and introduce yourselves? Y'all part of the Luxs Hookah brand. Y'all part of the army. Y'all need to come on here and introduce yourselves. Let the people know who y'all are and all that good stuff. You know.
So
Got
there's one thing I do want to tell you that you definitely
what's
have,
up?
if you haven't experienced it yet. I took a couple of my team to Vegas October. It's
Okay.
called a Hookah Expo.
Okay. Okay.
They do it once a year in Vegas. Like that is, if you're serious about hookah, anybody, not even just you, if anybody's serious about hookah, you have your own business, you trying to get into the market of anything just hookah wise, you got to go to that. Next year they're doing it. They're doing it again next year.
Okay.
Um, I'll let you know the dates for that.
For
But
sure.
basically, the so think about, you're going to a car show,
Okay.
all the best cars, all the best brands. That's what was at the expo. It
Nice.
was like a kid at a candy store.
Nice.
The whole time I was there, I smoked more hookah there than I smoked while I was out there. It was
Nice.
different flavors, charcoal, hookahs, mouth tips, hoses, everything you wanted for your hookah. Um, you basically go down there. Next year, I'm bringing me a little check-in bag, and I'm going all out. I'm going all out one next year. But
So you got.
that's definitely a spot. That's definitely a situation you got to stop by to.
Oh, I know it. Check that out. 'Cause I love hookahs and stuff like that. I can tell. I love different style hookahs. There's one hookah that keeps eluding me. I'm trying to get my hands on it. I got a fly one coming from Evie.
Okay.
Oh, that joint fly. Glass joint, 6 holes joint. That shit gonna be flavor. Now, I also that one's from India because I got an Indian one here. But there's another one that I want. It's like 6 feet tall. It's got
Okay.
6 hoses. I want one. I want that one. There was another one called the Sultan, which was like a lamp that was a hookah, right? That one was very difficult to find. I think they might have sold. They might have been a limited amount of those, and they sold it in a certain amount in a certain period, and they don't have them anymore. So it's very hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a really nice one to have. And then there was another one that I nearly have that, I did some research on the site and it was a bunch of bullshit. But the hookah's actually real, but the site selling it wasn't.
Okay.
So it's called the Sultan. It's all brass, shiny
Okay.
brass, all brass, everything. And beautiful hookah came like a suede suitcase, crazy hookah. So these are ones as a hookah collector.
Mm-hmm.
That's one I would definitely love to have in my.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I want to have in my bag. And then I'm actually making a hookah, kind of get a little fancy with it. Not fancy, but kind of creative with it.
Okay.
That I'm gonna be doing not a live one, but I'm gonna do a video and premiere it on my channel. So once I do that, you'll be able to see how you can get real funky with this thing. But
Okay.
we got somebody here with us. I'm gonna bring her into the live. Valerie, what's going on, sister?
What up, gang?
Gang, gang. What's going on?
What's going on? So tell the people about yourself. I see you got a couple of hookahs in the background. I see them. I see
Yeah,
them.
they up there. I'm actually at Lydia right now working.
Okay.
It's a slow night though, holiday weekends. I am Valerie, part of the Luxs gang, one of the
Okay.
original OGs.
Nice.
Been here since day one. Anthony's partner in crime, so I've been around since the very beginning.
Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I'm gonna ask you the questions. When did you get started in the hookah?
I want to say, actually, Anthony is the one who started me with hookah. Um, one of the first times we went out, he actually took me to a hookah lounge and I tried it. And I like him, I was not feeling it at first. Once he got into it and he started to learn the craft, of course, being supportive of him, I wanted to be supportive of him. So I learned the craft with him or from him as he learned it. So as he learned it and as he got better at it, then, me and Anthony, because we have known each other for so long, we can be a little competitive. So we had like this little competition to see who can get it better. So of course, I hands down, he is definitely better than me, but after him, there's no one else better.
That
um,
that branch,
but
right? That branch talking about.
he is definitely, yeah, definitely. If like you put me and him against each other, hands down, he will win. I give that to him hands down. Um, but as he got better at it, and as I got better at it, then I got more into it. So essentially, he brought me in after he was
Okay.
brought in.
Nice. Nice. Now see, as I was talking about earlier, that extending that branch out, right?
Yeah,
You share your skills with somebody else, and so on and so forth. As we know, you done pretty much took over an entire Eastern Seaboard. You know what I
Well,
mean?
honestly, the goal for me
Right.
personally, it's not even like I've heard someone tell me I want to monopolize, or if I'm saying that word right, but it's
Right.
not the case. It's more of like I tell my staff, I want to bring good hookah to DC. And at the end of the day, why not do it the right way? As in the cleanliness of the hookahs, the quality, the service. That's how it starts. Because at the end of the day, once you start doing things the right way, your quote unquote competition or your peers are gonna have to step up as well. Because if the name keeps ringing around the city, Lux Hookahs, you can't come in here with a Big Mac when they selling a gourmet cheeseburger. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? You can't do it. Like, and I've been around. I've gone to places. The best hookah that I know for a fact is in Virginia, and that's me being honest because it's always consistent. And we're talking about not contractors, me versus contractors. We're talking about establishments that have hookah on their billboard, on their signs. The best hookah, hands down, is basically in Virginia. And it's a sad thing to say because DC is very, very populated. It's a situation where DC is a hookah is a staple point in DC. Like people literally say, "Oh, we're gonna go here," and the person's like, "Do they have hookah?" Nah, okay, we're not going.
Right. Right.
So for me, I go around. I used to go to places and bring my own little head
Right.
and get charged for the hookah. I'm like, I got 3 heads. Charge me for 2 refills and a hookah. That's how bad it was. So for me, it's like we need to we as a collective, Alicia, District, and I'm dropping names because at the end of the day, those are the two companies that I actually know and respect that's on my radar.
Oh no,
Not to say
that's
I
good
don't
stuff.
respect not to say I don't respect any other companies. It's just those are the two companies that's on my radar. So at the end of the day, I would love for us all to sit down and figure out how we can bring better hookah to DC and let these venues know, like, yo, like we're gonna run it, like we're gonna run the hookah business in DC. That's
Nice.
my that's my thing.
And
Like
it's good to see melanated bodies behind that machine. That's the
exactly.
point right there. I love. And see, and I noticed you got two hitters right on here. You got Ozzy, you got Valerie who's on here now.
Mhm.
Sisters, right? And I gave this little history to Evie. There was a time where women couldn't smoke hookah in the lounges,
Interesting.
right?
In
They
our
actually had
country,
to either go out and they either were in the street, out in the field. They couldn't go into the cafes and smoke shisha. This was, hundreds of years ago, right?
oh,
Now we see how times have obviously changed because not only are you smoking hookahs, but you're distributing, you're selling it, the whole 9 yards. You're giving people an experience with the hookahs, right? So, and if you're on Instagram, I could definitely show you a couple of pictures of ladies out in the field or on the street because it was at that, I guess it was that time and of course that place where women weren't seen as full citizens, and to this day they kind of aren't in a lot of places, but they really weren't seen back then, so they really couldn't even be in there in
okay.
those cafes. So to see this, just that kind of little bit of history they throw in there for the ladies, 'cause I know you got two powerhouses behind you and they sisters, right?
Yeah,
So that's
That
little
is one
joint
of the
right there.
things I actually love about Lux. Working with Ant. Now, not to say we don't have any guys, we have quite a few guys on our belt, but the majority of the people that work with Lux are females. Like
99.9%.
90, the majority of we have what 15 members on us, 15 people on our staff.
Hmm.
And out of the entire staff of 15, only two are guys. And that's one of them is Ant, and the other one is a guy, Phil, one of our hookah makers. Everybody else is females, all
Nice,
females. So that's one of the things
nice,
that I love about it is it's a black business. It's dominated by females, but we have a strong leader behind us. Either way you look
nice,
at it. So when you look at Lux, you see a lot. You don't just
nice,
see people who just doing hookah just to be doing it. We want
nice.
to bring the experience, that luxury experience to you.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. So, do you have your own hookah, or are you planning to get your own hookah?
That has been on my mind for years. Um, I just haven't found the connection yet. Um, I haven't found the connection, and Valerie will tell you. Even she says I'm a great leader, but I am. I, I'm an asshole. I'm. I don't know if I don't. My bad, but
What's up?
I'm very very strict.
You're bad about what? What's your bad?
Of the word.
Shit, man, come on, man. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna go ahead and let you in on this smoke session, John. Like I said earlier, you are on the least professional live you will ever experience in your life.
Uh-huh.
Cuss, express yourself, man. Please, I'm not gonna have anybody on my live do anything different than what I do. So if I cuss, you cuss. Even if I don't cuss, go ahead and cuss. Shit, get it out. I don't give a damn. It's about. Like I said, let your hair down. Talk your brand. People, because you already established, right? And not to say that even if you weren't, that would be the case. But a lot of people, I don't, you don't have to be stiff. Not with me,
Yeah,
right? You wanna kind of chill. Let talk about your brand. People gonna rock with you or they ain't. That's how I look at it. They either gonna fuck with you or they're not gonna fuck with you,
you're right.
right?
You're right.
And so you ain't never got to worry about that here. You got a home here, and you free to do whatever you want on this joint. I'll deal with YouTube's bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Just let it out, man. Just
Yeah.
let it out. No, I like what you're doing for real. But have you, even if you don't, like I said, the hookah, I know somebody that may at least at a minimum get you, even though it's a hookah that's out there, maybe get your logo placed on a hookah. Maybe I could talk to him. Maybe you could do some kind of deal if you do a bulk or whatever. Because I got the mob hookah right here, and My brand is on it. My brand name is on there.
That's
Okay. How does
nice.
how does that smoke? Does that smoke good?
This one is not bad. The hose sucked. Oh my god, the hose was horrible. Maybe because I had a small hole in that shit, and I don't. The older hoses are kind of they're okay, but sometimes they break up in the most like the leather hoses or even the plastic or the rubber. But the
Yeah.
silicone I know are the best. So when I put a silicone hose on it, it smokes like a dream. So I'm really a fan of these silicone hoses
Yeah.
versus the traditional. I got plenty of traditional hookahs with
Yeah. I
hoses
throw
on.
those away immediately. Once I open a box, I throw those away. Um, so with that, I would love to have a sit down with him. It's been on my mind for a very long time.
Okay,
It's just never had the connections to have that conversation.
right.
So, and knowing me, because um during the pandemic, um we personally went through some hard things, and because the clubs, lounges, restaurants all closed. So, and
Right,
me not having a 9 to 5, I wasn't bringing in any money. So Valerie gave me the idea of doing hookah packages. So we did that, and we did pretty good. We did pretty good. But what I noticed was people calling back. Hey, I need charcoal. I need hoses. I need mouth tips. I need this, this, and this.
right, right,
And I took a step back because I'm a thinker. I was like, yo, they can easily go to the store and get it. But what I did was I have a supplier, and we know what the mom and pops do.
right, right.
I met at the middle for people, for people to get their packages. So basically, like, let's say we were selling $80 to $100 packages, but you were getting like the works. Like, if the pinatas, you knock it down and all the candy fall out. That's basically how the packages look. Like,
Nice.
you had a hookah, you had like 2 packs of mouth tips, 4 disposable hoses, a box of charcoal, 3 flavors. I know it didn't make sense business wise, like profit, but
Uh
I also understood that people weren't
huh.
either. People
Right,
weren't cooking. So it didn't feel right for me to be selling $200 packages, even if it's the same amount of stuff.
no
It didn't
question.
just didn't feel right, because if I'm not working, how can I look at my people, my clients, and be like, yo, I'm gonna charge you 200 for a package? It just
Right,
didn't seem right.
right.
So we have been sitting down with a couple of other people on our team trying to get I'm sorry, trying to get that situated with Ozzy.
Yeah, gang, gang.
So we've been just doing this stuff, trying to make sure that we give people what they want at the end of the day, because it's only right. Um, I feel like I'm gonna make money regardless.
Right, right.
Money's always gonna be there in this business. Plus the things that we have planned,
It ain't going
we don't
nowhere.
we don't have to we don't have to murder people for pricing and pay for stuff when we know we get it for dirt cheap.
No question. It's like you said, it's a business gonna be here for a while. Hookah's been around for about 1,500 years, so it's gonna be around a lot longer after we gone. So, there's a quick shout out before I holler at Ozzy. I want to ask him some questions as well. Shanna, what's going on? Melanated, you already know. House of Siege, Darling Ebony, what's good? Let's see, make sure I ain't missed nobody. Maurice, what's happening? Um, these are some of my gun folks up in here too. So some of them do hookah, but these are a lot of my gun folks, because when I originally started, I was doing gun. Of course, I focus a lot on the firearm, right? But I want to
Mm.
make sure that I don't forget the hookah side because I'm just as prevalent in that arena as I am the firearm. So I definitely see it. So I've definitely seen, people who look like me getting it in. So I'm always going to show love. So Ozzy, I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask you the same questions I pretty much asked your cohorts.
Of course, of course.
When did you start smoking hookahs?
Ooh, 2017, I believe.
Okay.
Because of Aunt. Aunt. So now I
All the
can't go
present, baby.
anywhere without getting a hookah. And I'm very judgy.
It
Um,
happens.
Yeah, so now I've tasted what I say is the best. My standards are way too much now. But 2017, I believe Ant got me started, brought me in. Was not a hookah smoker before at all. But I'm a mint lover too, and he got me hooked on mint,
Nice.
and haven't turned back since.
Nice. So, smoking hookahs. So you say around the same time. So y'all hookah babies. That
Yes.
making hookah bucks now. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier to your teams, to your cohorts, I've been smoking for about 20 years. Right.
Mm.
Hookah was very, as you heard in the joint, hookah was very taboo. The
Mm-hmm.
first thing they think of when they saw it is like, what you got in it? Now you can
Mm-hmm.
smoke that in it as well,
Yeah.
but I do shisha, right? So now to see that not only is it grown, but seeing us really take it by the horns and blow up. That's and then you're
Yes.
doing it in an area that's extremely populated. DC is 1,000,000 plus strong. I used to party in DC back in the day. I'm just let y'all know. I know about DC. I'm gonna see who old people up in here, and I'm gonna do a quick. I'm gonna date myself.
Don't show my
Who
age.
know about
I
the
age
Ritz?
myself.
Who about the Ritz? Anybody? The Ritz?
The
DC
Ritz.
Live, Platinum,
DC Live. I know about those.
Zanzibar,
No.
Kilo, Green.
Yep.
All right, Mirage. Okay.
Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Ibiza.
Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Zanzibar. Okay. All right.
Zanzibar. Oh my goodness, Zanzibar. That took it way back.
Did it ever?
We not
I
Shouts
know.
to me in the
I know.
DC streets.
we not that young. We not that young. It was just
we just look
we
young.
honestly
Look like babies.
we started late, honestly. We started late,
Mhm.
but what I don't mind with us starting late, we understood the game. So
No, absolutely.
for us, it's more of like we know people who are making 10 times more money than what we make. And I looked at my yearly numbers from January to November, and I'm mind blown by it. But I know people who are making more money than me, but I just feel like we understand the game and respect it. So for us,
No
it's like
question.
respecting the hookah community is more important than anything else, because my job is to put them in situations for them to make money, but it's also for us to grow as a family as well, because everybody who's been on my team has been in my house. They know my kids. They know my kids. My kids call them
Family.
on accident. I have a 2-year-old who just be pressing numbers, and hey, at the end of the day, she'll talk to you until you hang up. But
That's
for
what's
me,
up, man.
it's just like, yo, I gotta respect the game that's been blessing me for the last 5 years. So
No question.
if I know companies and venues aren't respecting it, then for me it's just like I'll walk away a lot faster than me making you money. We could be making $1,000 per week and thousands of $2,000 per week. I'll walk away, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't in line with what we're trying to do, is I can go get that money somewhere else.
No question.
So for
No
us,
question.
we late bloomers, but at the end of the day, I'm happy where we're at. I'm happy where we're going, and the fact that my name has a buzz in the city, and there's no negativity against it either. I mean, we might have some ex-employees who feel some type of way, but at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, why
You don't have
you
to go there.
why you
Don't
not with
worry
us?
about that.
But
Don't worry
at
about
the-
it, sweetheart.
Board on the
Don't worry about
bridge.
that.
but for me,
Board on the bridge.
our name is solidified in DC as bringing in good hookah and service. So at the end of the day, I'm happy.
Black Hole Republic
Oh,
artists. Oh,
wow.
Republic artists.
Republic
Shout out.
artists. Jesus.
Come
Oh,
on now,
man.
Maurice. What you talking about? Oh,
I
I love it.
remember.
The Go-Go's.
What you
Oh.
talking about? Another DMV native. You know what I mean? You know about, man, look. I should get in back in the day. Like, okay, you guys, you're late bloomer. What are your ages? If you don't mind, you don't have to tell me your exact age, but what range?
Well, I'm 35, 36 in January.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
nice,
36.
nice. Okay,
I'm 36, be 37 in May.
36,
okay,
37 in July.
nice. Y'all but mid-30s.
What?
Okay.
Hold on, time out. What?
They don't look at y'all. Say, look, that black don't crack, baby. I thought they were in their
It
20s.
don't. That black don't crack, baby. No.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah.
We just look like babies.
You,
We just
you
look
know.
like babies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Look at that. That black don't crack, baby. Not at
Mm-mm.
all. I thought they were in their 20s. I thought y'all were in your 20s.
No.
I'm in the 50s, so
I take that as a
Yeah.
compliment.
Wait, you're your
there you
what?
go. Look, I'm an upswing of 50. Yeah.
You don't look it either. See?
Don't look
No,
it, bro.
definitely don't.
Black don't
Definitely
crack,
don't.
baby.
I
Already
would
know.
have thought you were in our same age range.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
I know for
I
real.
like y'all more now.
I did.
I like y'all more now than I did originally, and I liked you then. So, you know, I made my day. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Now, this is really good stuff. Now, I like what you're doing. I'm definitely going to try some of that shisha. You already know I'm going to get down, get them big smoke clouds going.
Yes.
Have me good ass time. Because I love. I smoke this shit sometimes 4 times a day, man.
Hey, I see a question
Yeah.
on here. They said, have you guys ran into discrimination within the hookah world?
That's a really good question.
I'm gonna be honest, like there is discrimination, but it's not blatant. It's it's the venues, the owners, there's a core group of people that's not our skin tone. And at
Is
the
that
end of
always
the
the case?
and it's not DC, it's everywhere that I've tried to do things at.
Right.
It's a situation where you walking into a pointless conversation,
Right.
but you have to have that conversation anyway because
They want to test your knowledge, test
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
Those people that ask all the questions.
yeah,
Like,
I mean
all
they
the questions, literally all the questions.
they think I get this off of YouTube. I don't do this off of YouTube. Like, I mean, not to say anything bad about YouTube, but I know a lot of places that do in-house hookah, but it's like, oh,
Wow.
go check out YouTube. Go check out YouTube to learn. I didn't learn. My staff don't learn from YouTube. We might see some ideas from more established people who are in the hookah community that do blogs, that do podcasts and stuff like that, and they sprinkle a little something on there and they show everybody. But we don't do type in how to make a hookah. Nah.
Mm.
But there is discrimination out there, and I know it's color of skin, whatever, but that's just like that's a shoulder lean for me. Like I don't care about that. At the end of the day, as long as you don't disrespect us, you don't call us out of our names or anything like that. If I know you want your own people in there, I understand it. I'm not gonna feel no type of way.
And it's not always just skin color either. I've had people who've told me that I don't belong simply because I'm a female.
I've
had people who wouldn't buy from me because I'm a female, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it moving because there are people who are going to buy, who people who are going to enjoy it. So it is what it is.
And they think you don't know how to make it properly and
complain
complain about it when you make it.
Yeah.
No, people look at us, or in general, and because hookah isn't something that the Black community created.
I beg to differ.
Well,
I beg to differ.
Okay, my bad on that.
This originated on the continent.
Okay,
this originated on the continent. So we actually did, but sometimes I don't know if we.
It's like all things Black we created, somebody else steals it. I mean,
there it is, right there.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is, right there. You summed it all right there. So we did do it. We're just retracing our steps, man. That's all pretty much is at this point.
So I've had people like look at me and say, "You make hookah?" I'm like, "Yeah." You make good hookah? and I laugh. I always laugh when people say you make good hookah, and
We
I
get
was
that
like,
a lot. We'll get that very often. Is it good?
and I laugh
I laugh.
because
Try it
I
and
used
see.
I used to ask them what's good hookah, and they start naming stuff on U Street. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your mind right now.
Like, really? That's what we're gonna do?
If you talking about places that I
Mhm.
walk into and I'm tapping Ozzy like, yo, I got a headache, I don't feel well, and you saying you talking about they the top tier hookah people, nah, I'm about to blow your mind.
I'm about
And
to
that's what I
smoke.
like. That's what I like. I would once I
Mhm.
get my situation, man, I swear, like
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
it's going to be because
Crazy.
the things we want to do, the things like it's just bringing back the essence of hookah.
Right, right.
Like it doesn't have to be standing on chairs, doesn't have to be whatever it is that we're doing right now. Whatever we're doing right now works for them, but once we bring in what we want to bring in, it's that essence like plush chairs. Like like I've been to Virginia where you can only drink soda, water, coffee.
Right.
Have a hookah. I went in there, I was like, yo, you're bugging. I don't want to be here. I had the best hookah of my life. I was in there for 4 hours drinking water and soda.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like a good, like I said, good mint tea or good Turkish coffee.
Mhm.
Oh man. Here's a nice little mix, right? A nice little blend. If you
It's
do
because they
a
have it. It's more social for other communities too. It's a more social thing,
right,
where
right.
they like families, friends come together and they just drink tea, coffee, whatever, and they have their bread, and then they smoke. For us, you know, it's in our communities like you go to a bar, you go to a lounge, you know,
Mhm.
so it's just like the party aspect of Philly. But other communities, it's more like you know a family thing, like you some communication, like that type of situation. So
Right.
that's why they kind of like judge us in the sense like, oh, do you know how to make it? Do you know what you're doing? Because they see it's at a bar. It's not necessarily a gathering like we're just talking and you know communicating with your friends and family. That's the
Right.
only real difference.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. Let me show
Mm.
Jason Ewing, what's up? Darling Ebony, what's happening? Let's see who else I saw up in here. I saw another person up in here. Norwood, what's good with you? Yeah, more people up in here rocking. They coming in and out. No, but I get that joint. Shoot. Do you have a website?
That's gonna be launching. Well, no. That first is no. I want to launch it on my birthday, which
Okay.
is January 10th, with
Nice.
some product that we found at the expo. But someone told me that's probably not the best idea because whatever. But I'm sticking to that right now. We found a person, we reached out, we're going over pricing. Um, we literally have product on standstill because we want to make sure the website's up and running, and it's going to be the website's not going to be mind blowing. I feel like websites should be straight to the point,
Hmm.
user friendly. That's what they call it.
Right, right.
Um, I want it user friendly. You can see where we're at. If you want to RSVP to get in for free to these spaces, then you can do so with a $10 off of your hookah purchase. Um, we have we have a membership thing going where we're not sure how we want to do the membership thing, but I know for a fact that the membership I want to basically whatever I pay for, that's what you pay.
Okay. Oh, nice.
But it's a membership, and we're only doing 50 people. Um, and honestly, it might not, people might not like it, but I think it's more for the 50 people that we're choosing are people who have been influential into Lux, who's been by our side since day one or supported me during the pandemic,
Hmm.
who's been giving me business throughout the last 2 3 years. And I say that because these are the people that don't ask for a percentage. They book me, I can make 2 grand in a night. They're like,
Nice.
how it sales? I tell them, good shit, bro. I'll see you next week or I'll see you in another month. They don't ask for nothing.
No, see, that's how you do it though. You want to get your most consistent clientele the shot.
And we
Right,
have
so
a
you do it
very
right.
consistent clientele.
You know what I mean?
We do.
Because you may get that one person that you don't want that occasional person. That's a spot that could be for somebody else.
Exactly.
Like
So
that actually is putting, like I said, invested into your company, into your brand.
we
So
we giving that idea out, and some people say it's not a good idea because we're alienating other people, but the prices that we're going to be giving are going to be between wholesaler and mom and pops. So you're still going to get a great deal on whatever you purchase. It's just the simple fact that we have people who have done so much for us. Like
right.
at the end of the day, like I can't live the way I live without those people supporting us. Um, Ozzy, Ozzy and Val can have, but there's certain situations that they were blessed within being with Hookah. So at the end of the day, we feel it's right that okay, you guys haven't asked for anything for 3 years. You've never, and we're still the first people you call. You can have any other company hit them with 20% kickback, and you don't. So it's only right for us once we get everything up and running.
Oh no, that's cool. No, as far as the alien, get back to that joint. There is not. Now I've been smoking, period, like cigars, pipes, hookahs, vapes, for 30 years total. My lungs look like shit. Straight smoker. There ain't been a cigar lounge or hookah lounge where they don't have that anyway. Where they have their special clientele because these are people who actually invest their money and their time into your company, into your brand. So of course, if they think that doesn't happen anywhere else, they're bugging. So, and once again, like I said earlier, hey, you either gonna rock with me or you're not gonna rock. Exactly. Either way, I got my people who are gonna rock with me. And I'm going to do good whether you're there or not. So if you want to get that benefit, let's say you're doing 50 first. If it works out really well, then you may open up some more slots depending on how, other people invest into your company, right?
Yeah.
But to think that you're going to come off the street first time there and you're going to get that special kind of treatment and you ain't invest nothing into the company, especially if you look like the owner and the operators of the company, yes, again, go somewhere else. And that's the attitude I kind of feel that you have, say being that you're the asshole. I'm sure you got that mentality like, hey, look, I'm good whether you're here or not. I made it to the plague.
Yeah.
I made it to the plague. I don't have to worry
We've been through the trenches, man.
No question, right?
We've
You
been
got
through
5
the
years
trenches.
deep in this shit. Yeah. I'm not just starting off. And even if I was, too bad. If you're going to be like that, you're just going to be like that. I don't know why everybody feels like they don't have to put something in it and they think they get everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. If you don't put nothing in it, don't.
Y'all can hear him? He froze.
Garbage in, garbage out. So if you're not investing, you're not a consistent clientele.
Yeah.
Why am I going to give you that break if you ain't even really put in on this, man? You ain't put in on this, man. So you doing right then? Look, these are some really good ideas you doing. Make that shit pop, man, because you're gonna have you got your people already.
Yeah,
I ain't been there yet, but the simple fact, y'all look like who y'all look like.
Keep breaking up, right?
You froze.
So hold on one second.
Yeah, you froze.
Computer Yeah, sorry about that. My joint freeze up sometimes because they try to stop greatness. They don't like when I do great stuff. The network, the cord don't want to work right. Verizon acting like I ain't paying no bill and shit. So if we hop out and freeze from time to time, it's them, it's the internet gods trying to stop greatness. That's all that shit.
Oh man.
So, but no, this is really good stuff that y'all doing. I love it. Looking forward to definitely trying that joint for sure. I said I got that Joe Biden Wi-Fi. No, I got that.
Oh wow.
I got the Herschel Walker Wi-Fi.
Oh no,
that's what I got. Dude,
I have
like,
to go, but before I leave, I just want to
yes.
show my little hookah tip piece.
Oh,
Oh, no, what's that? I like that joint. Where you get that from?
I got it
okay.
from the Vegas Expo we went to.
Oh, that's fly as hell. I like
That's what
that
took me
joint.
so long to get on because I couldn't find it. I was like, where is it?
Oh, that's pretty fly. I like that. It's a mouthpiece too. Oh,
Yes. It was
That
pretty
joint
cool,
man,
fire.
right?
That joint's
I had to
fire.
get that joint. I had to cop me one of them. Y'all definitely gotta make my way out there now. They got
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
But
Yes.
that's stuff that we're gonna be bringing in, man, because
Mm-hmm.
oh,
um,
word.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia is all the same stuff. Like
Right,
we
right.
bringing in flavors from the West Coast, hookahs from the West Coast, us, stuff from Russia, Germany, all these places. Because even if you we discussed it earlier, that those hookahs that we really want,
Mm-hmm.
hookahs that we really want are in another language on their website, and you got to change the language and
Right,
all of
right.
that. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes these places don't ship to the United States if you're just a regular person trying to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so for me, being able to go to that expo and literally sit down and talk to these people was like, damn, they're talking to me, little old me.
That's what's up.
So for me, it's just like, yo, like we got to bring that to the city because everybody wants a good hookah, especially at
Right.
home.
No question. No question.
We want
No
everybody,
question.
and everybody's dropping hookahs that are okay, and it's just like, nah, we want to give y'all
The best
something
way.
that
Yeah.
I got a hookah right now. I don't have it personally, but I want that's $700. It's $700 for a small one. It's like 1,300 for the big one. Like it's sexy. I'm gonna send you a
Is
picture
that
of
the
it.
cloud, the K Loud one?
The Kalau, the amazing hookah, bro. I tried it when I was at the expo, and it told me like, yo, like I'm about to skip a bill really fast just to get it.
I understand. I
No, that thing
understand.
is sexy though.
I understand, brother. Trust me, I understand. It's easy to do. Like I said, that what I say about the salt one was like $900. I mean, salt one, the tall one was like seven. The King Tut, I'm sorry, the King Tut hookah was nine. That one's made by Khalid Mahmood. Um,
Oh! I know exactly what you're talking about
that
now.
joint is nice, man.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
That one,
Yeah,
man, I was looking, but that site was suspect, so I didn't wind up getting it. But that one's a one to have in as a collector of hookahs as well. That is
yeah.
definitely going to have that tall Indian one I want, that 6 feet tall one. I want that one. Six hoses. And I got my one from Evie coming, the glass one, all glass six hose. That one's going to be sick too. Um, but yeah, hookahs can get pricey. I mean, they got some as high as 10 grand. I mean, they got some serious hookahs out there. It's just like
They
all
do.
crystal and like what the hell?
Oh, I've seen those. I've seen those little crystal joints. Like, bro, I tell you, next year you have to go to that. Like, you
Well, yeah, I've already seemed like I'm gonna have to do that. I'm
and
definitely
they
gonna have to
have
do that.
something. They have something coming in February. I know it's too late to do that, but Dubai does a expo as well. It's called the Shisha Expo something. It's strictly hookah, strictly shisha. Like, and you already know if you go out of the country, like those countries, you know you're gonna get grade A stuff.
Oh, you gonna get the stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna
Hmm.
get the stuff in those places for sure.
So
You
next year,
definitely gonna
next year, I'm not gonna put out for my staff, but I'm definitely gonna make a trip out there. I'll tell a few people, be like, "Yo, this is what's happening." 8 months in advance. Um, how you feel about hookah bowls? 8 months in advance, we definitely going out to Dubai for that because that's definitely an experience as well. Like I know Vegas was great, but you're going to Dubai to see basically like the kings of the hookah world.
right.
So, and these are people that's not in the United States. These are people that are serving and distributing hookah in other countries.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we definitely got to do that.
Um, who are some of the people like I know you do YouTube, but there's a couple of hookah tubers um that I watch. Like Hookah Lord. He's out of India.
Okay.
There's this German guy I watch, and they talk about their different shisha, and they talk
Mm-hmm.
about the different types of hookahs that they have. There's somebody else that's pretty big in their country, another country as well. And like you said, it's closed caption,
Yeah.
type of conversation. You may catch a word here or there. You may have to have a translator
Mm-hmm.
going as they're talking. But
Yeah.
some of the hookahs be really nice. They be a little exotic. Some of the shisha be exotic. Have you seen that like that gel shisha?
Yeah. The gel that you pour on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I connected with so I connected with Space Smoke or Smoke Space. One of those is those you can put two words together. Um I reached out to them. They were willing to do certain stuff. There's another brand that's in the United States um that I'm gonna reach out to, but they're good. Have you looked at the smoke pellets, the little pellet things that they be?
Yeah, I've seen that as well. I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen those as well.
Yeah. So those are things like those stuff like that. That's what I'm bringing. I'm bringing that because if you're a hookah smoker, you're gonna want to. I mean, you might feel like, okay, I don't have the location to get these things. So if we, as as me and my team, we can reach out to these places. Hopefully, they're not busting heads or whatever. I
Right.
feel like we can bring those in and give the culture something to be excited about. And if
Nice.
we're the only ones having it, then why not? I mean, me personally, I don't care about being the only one. Like anybody could be like, "Yo, send me your," because everybody doesn't. I'm pretty sure we all don't have the same clientele, but there's
Right. Right.
probably certain clientels like they know of us. So at the end of the day, if I got 1,000 people that know Lux Hookah, and then when you have another 2,000 people that knows Avisha,
Right. Right.
it's only right for me to be like, yo, I got this coming in. I can give you a container, not a container, but a carton of it, whatever. See what your people say about it. If they like it, here's the person that I dealt with, and they doing good prices. You know what I'm saying? So I think for all of us, I think we all need to, like I said, bring good hookah back
No
and do it
question.
the right way.
No question. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Silverback, elaborate on that question. The hookah bowl. You talking about? Yeah, elaborate on that question about the hookah bowls. Um, are you talking about like different types, like ceramic or clay or
Yeah,
crystal or
base.
glass?
Yeah, I think that's originally like the hookah bowls. I don't think
Mhm.
he's talking about the bases. Um,
Yeah.
my favorite hookah bowl is Hookah John. I like Hookah John hookah bowls. They're a little more expensive, even on the wholesale price,
Hmm.
but Hookah John makes some of the best bowls. Um, the original Egyptian, the brown one,
Hmm.
they make good bowls. Those are all reliable.
Yep.
Um, at the club, I use silicone
Okay.
mainly because we bought 50 heads, and in like 2 weeks, we only had like 10 left.
Yeah, they was breaking them left and right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They was breaking them left and right
And they are not cheap.
at
Nah,
all.
they were like $13 a pop.
Yeah, yeah. They're not cheap at all.
So
Especially the clay ones and stuff like that. Yeah.
for me to have 50 and only have 10 left, I was like, nah, I can't do it.
Nah, not in the club. Maybe in a more private setting, of course.
Yeah,
But club
more. But the thing
people
is,
are
the clubs that I deal with, they want the best of
right.
the best. So for me, it's like I'm gonna give you the best of the best, but it also is it's going to cost to have the best of the best. But
Exactly.
once I realized like it wasn't balancing out, I was like, nah. Like, but the service and the quality still stay the same, so they don't see the difference, and that's where you like your favorite food spot.
Hmm.
You know, you get some wings here, Old Bay wings or honey wings, and then next you know, you come a month later and the wings taste differently.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
what's going on? Then you find out they got a new chef.
Right.
So it's kind of like for us, what I teach is basically the same thing. The same way I would make a hookah is the same way you need to make it. Hookah number 1 through 5 is amazing. 5 through 10 is amazing. 10 through 30 is the same. So for us, it's like we have a system of how we make hookahs. So like I don't want people to be like, "Oh, you talking about the heat?"
No, you talking about the bowls you were just talking about. And you
Okay.
just want to know like which like your bowls, 'cause, like I said, different, definitely different heat distribution. Like from clay, because I had one that was all aluminum, and that burns extremely fast,
Yeah.
right? And also based down to the type of sheesh you use. If you use one for an aluminum bowl, I think you have to use one that's got a lot less molasses,
Hmm.
right? Because the molasses obviously knows can burn very quickly. So if you use an
Exactly.
all aluminum bowl, it gets really hot.
Hmm.
It burns the molasses, ergo burns the tobacco extremely fast. So you want to use a dry. So I wouldn't use, and of course that was trial and error. I used Starbuzz at first, which is extremely saturated,
Hmm.
versus like Alphacar, which is a little drier, right? And also you could squeeze some of this molasses out to make it dry, roll in a napkin or whatever, and then use that, and it's not a bad burn. Obviously, clay bowls burn a little bit different than ceramic. And then, of course, silicone, they're different than glass. And I have a crystal one that I have as well that I use that burns pretty good. So
Yeah.
you got to, it's like kind of like you said, you got to gauge it, right?
So
So, and
the
use
hookah.
what works. And apparently you're doing that. So, and then
Yeah.
factor in cost efficiency, because if you're getting 50 clay bowls and you're getting 10 back, that's not a good day for you.
No, it's really not. And I think um I'm reading what he's saying. So basically, every like you said, trial and error.
Yep.
So for me, what I do before I start a venue,
Yep.
um, I test out the hookahs that I feel like the venue deserves.
Okay.
Test out the hookah, test out the flavors, test out tinfoil, charcoal, hoses, everything. We test it out
Okay.
because um we know if you're a high volume or a low volume. And then we're not talking about like money wise, we're talking about clientele wise.
Right. Right.
Like if you're a high volume situation, we all know like, okay, we need certain kind of hookahs. We need certain type of charcoal. We
Okay.
can't use coconut coals if it's a high volume place and we're bumping out 10, 15, 20 hookahs
Right.
on a Wednesday.
Because of the time it takes to heat them up. Yep.
Exactly. But what we learn to do is perfect certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
So like the venue that Valerie's at, Lydia, um, we use coconut coals, we use clay heads, and we use the Apple Provost heat manager. Um, with that, I had to go through the first week, everything was smooth. The second week, things were like, and I was trying to figure out why. So we changed the charcoal,
Mm-hmm.
like is the coconut coals are like big,
Yep. Yep.
but they also come in flats as well.
Yep. Yep.
So
Because yeah, Coconaras, they got their two different ones. 'Cause that's primarily the ones you use, like the Coconaras, if
no,
I'm not
I don't
mistaken.
like coconara. I
You
don't
know,
like
like,
Yeah.
oh, you got a whole different one. Okay.
Yeah, we
Cause
use
I like
Cocoa
Coconaras.
Force.
we
Okay.
use
Okay.
titanium or cocoa
Yeah,
ware.
Cocoa Force. Yeah.
Nice.
Um,
Nice. Nice.
they don't do me wrong at all. Like I've
Nice.
never had a bad batch. Um, the smell, the everything is just perfect with those two brands.
Nice.
Uh, Coco Nara is nothing bad to speak about them, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Right. 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 Right.
They
So
usually go out quick for us whenever we use them. They
yeah,
tend to go out pretty
they go
fast.
out. They
Oh,
go
they
out.
burn quick for sure.
Yeah, they
Oh
burn
yeah.
really fast. And the
Like
people that we have here like to sit and enjoy their hookah. So that didn't work for us. Like if you're changing codes every 10 minutes, that hookah's not gonna last as long as
Right.
you want it to last.
yeah,
No
And we want
question.
them to make sure that they get that experience and that hookah lasts.
Oh yeah. 'Cause you want at least a good hour, hour and a half session.
yeah,
And some
yeah.
people go as long as 3, 4 hours. Yeah. Yes, you
Well,
know.
to
Um.
me, the perfect hookah session is 30 minutes to an hour anyway.
Right.
And it's for me the way I smoke. Like, and it came to me mentally. I was watching basketball. The game started. I didn't have to change my clothes until halftime.
Nice.
So I realized I was like, okay, for me smoking it the way I smoke, that's a good 30 to 45 minutes. Now, if you add extra people to that list, then it's kind of like, okay, it knocks down a few. So we literally had to do our homework on the charcoal, the hookah, the
Right.
flavors,
Mm-hmm.
the heads, because we didn't want, like Valerie said, people, oh, it's dead. We don't. Then
Nah, that hookah sucks because you want to keep the party going. So that's
Yeah.
when you getting right too. You're like, yeah, this is perfect, and it either burns out. The coals usually go faster than the shisha, so you want to definitely make sure that's good. Um, Personally, what's the longest session? You said you did a 4 hour session, right? Is that the longest you've done?
well,
This is personal. It's not necessarily business specific. This is your personal session.
nah, probably have gone longer. Um,
Nice,
Probably binging on Netflix and just
nice.
Mhm.
like literally, I'll put like make maybe 2-3 heads, and after those heads is like, okay, I'm done. Like my body's telling me like, all right, sir, chill out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. They'll do it, man. The longest I did was a 7 hour session. We did a
Wow.
watermelon bowl. We took a cantaloupe, chopped it in half, gutted it, filled it with like we put like the basic sheesh on the bottom because they don't use all the high end stuff because it gets expensive. You get the big old jugs or some of the mild stuff, and you put the high end stuff either in the middle, layer it each one, and then rock it out. And we rocked out for 7 hours from 8 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, just straight rocking out the hookah, rocking
yeah,
out that shisha bowl. So yeah, doing something. I get crazy with it, man. Especially when we do a cantaloupe is huge. Or I've seen people do
Yeah.
like watermelons. Like they take a half a watermelon, fill it up, and they'll smoke on that joint for 2-3 days. You know, a
yeah,
lot
Oh
of
I've
wow.
seen it. I've
yeah.
seen it. Yeah. To Silverback, we do heat managers. We have three that's over reliables that we use. If anybody wants to get those, these are the perfect ones. One is called an ESS cage. ESS cage is basically like a Valerie. You have it. Show. This is
Okay.
that's an ESS cage.
Okay.
So basically, this is the perfect for. We use this in the club. So we put the coconut coals in there, and there's a top. You close up the top. Now you know hookahs fall all the time.
Yes, they do.
With that top, the coals stay inside.
Oh, I need one of those.
So it doesn't burn couches.
Oh,
It's perfect.
oh,
Uh,
yeah. Many of carpets, many of floors, many
yeah,
of.
perfect.
I haven't burned a couch. Oh no, we tell you, I haven't burned a couch, but many of floors, carpets, burnt.
we we so that's the perfect one. They actually have one of those for fruit heads as well. So
Oh, nice.
the bottom has has spikes. So you put it in you put your fruit in the
Uh-huh.
bowl after you do it,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
press it down into it.
Oh,
And then,
nice, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool right there.
oh,
Yeah, y'all did your homework on this shit.
yeah, I mean the thing is, like, I don't care about being the best. I don't care about being the best. I don't
All
need to
right.
be the best. I just need to make sure that we're doing things the right way. Because if we're doing it the right way, the accolades, the pat on the backs, the it's gonna come.
Right.
All things gonna come. But we got to do things the right way. I know a lot of companies aren't doing it the right way, and on their profile picture, on their profile, the best hookah in the DMV, and I'm like, nope.
You're like, okay.
Right.
Just like if you only knew,
Right.
right?
And
Nah,
it's just true. Like I don't mean to like demean anybody who's doing their thing.
that's your shit on the talk your shit. Talk your shit, brother. Don't hold back. Talk. You ain't look. Steel sharpen steel, baby. Talk your shit. You got a product. Let these people know what time it is. It ain't no shade to nobody else. You show respect to the people you show respect to. But if you see somebody bullshit, you ain't got to call out the company. But hey, they bullshitting.
Well, is this? Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that to them. But honestly, like you said, the companies that I gave love to,
Right.
we, there was only people on my radar at the end of the day. Like you gotta know who's doing what in your profession.
No question.
We know LeBron. is LeBron. We know KD's KD.
Right.
Steph is Steph. If you ain't got them on your radar going into the playoffs, then
You ain't trying to do nothing.
exactly. So for
Right.
me, I know who's out there and who's doing their thing. And at the end of the day, for me, I salute them to that. I make sure like like if I see stuff, I like their page. I like when I see it, I like it. Um, I like the and I send congratulations on things too because at the end of the day, it's like I look at a venue and be like, nah, I'm good off that. And then boom, I see someone else do it. I'm like, oh shit. Like
right.
so
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That look,
so
hell yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
nah for me, I'm good, man. Like everybody's doing their thing. Like and I like that. I like it because if you wasn't, then it'd be for me, it'd be like, all right, there's a little less respect
Right.
because I know when people are doing it for the money,
Mm-hmm.
I know when people are respecting the craft.
It's an art.
Yeah.
It's an
Definitely
art.
an art.
So, and I know for me, like I- I'm well known in DC with promoters and stuff like that. Like I got people always hitting me up like, "Yo, the hookah here sucks. This, and that. We gonna talk to the owner. We gonna get you in." I'm like, "Nope, don't do that. Don't do that." Because at the end of the day, I would hate for someone to do that to me.
Right.
You see what I'm
People
saying?
still
Don't.
gotta eat. Yeah.
Everybody got to eat. Everybody got responsibilities.
Right.
Um, if they get themselves fired, they get themselves fired. I'll come in and be like, "Hey, I'm Lux Hookahs," but I'm sticking up because whatever's been in my lane has been working. Like I'm never gonna step on someone else's toes to one up or try to take something from someone because I always believe do unto others as they would do unto you.
No
So
question.
if I'm out here trying to steal people's shit or calling them out, doing bad things, saying bad things about them,
Right.
best believe there's 5 other people back there that's saying the same thing about me.
Right. No question. No question. Nah, that's good right there. It's like the humility. I like you know what you got, right? You can walk the walk. That's why you can talk the talk, because you put a lot of time into your craft before you even got into it. And your mentor made sure you were good to go, right? He was like, before you even start, we're gonna make sure your shit is good past my standards. And you're gonna be like that for a month. You're gonna be every day, you're gonna get it in for a month. You're gonna show me what this thing is like. And it's gotta taste good every single time, right? And you
And
live by that mantra.
that's how he does the people that we bring in. They're trained with him and they'll train with me, and we have one other person that they'll train with. And before we send them off on their own, is you got to pass all 3 of our tests. You know what I'm saying? You can't like we not
Nice.
gonna have you train with one person and then we're gonna just throw you out there. No, you gotta pass it. You gotta work with all 3 of us, train with all 3 of us before we can say, all right, you good to go.
Oh, that's what's up. So yeah, that's pretty goddamn cool. That's
And
that's some that's an ethic
honestly,
right there.
they not everybody, but majority of them don't pass the test. And it's because it's me. It's me. At the end of the day, Valerie takes big pride in Lux. Ozzy takes big pride in Lux. But at the end of the day, Ozzy and Val can walk away from Lux. I'm still gonna be here. So for me, it's always something just not hitting right.
Man, it's your
And
baby, man.
Yeah.
and for me, I mean, people and most people want to learn why. What's wrong with it? I'm like, there's just something not there. And I'll be like, I'll whip up something real fast. I'm like, go ahead. And they be like, oh damn.
Right.
Like I took my staff to a venue. I'm not gonna say the name, but I took them to a venue, in-house situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm you have if we go smoke somewhere, bro, you're gonna be like, yo, bro, you're annoying.
We're all like that. We're all
Like
like that. We
Shit, we
we
got. You
we
know
look
what,
at
man? You
we
just
look
gave
at
me an
literally
idea. Go ahead.
everything head to toe, like how it tastes, how the hookah look, cleanliness,
like
what they're
your strike,
using,
your
everything. Like
strike, your strike one, your strike one for me. I
we're
order mint
dirty.
everywhere I go
Mm-hmm.
because you can't fuck it up.
You can't mess up, man.
You cannot fuck up mint.
You're true. Very true.
Honestly, ain't nobody you. Everybody's using Alfalfa or mint. Let's keep it a buck.
Right. Oh yeah. No question. No question.
My biggest thing is if my first pull and it tastes like blueberry, I am done with you. There's no way a mint should taste like blueberry,
No,
watermelon,
you should
orange,
have that
double
icy hit
apple.
off the rip. You should definitely
All,
have that
Yeah.
icy hit off the rip. Yeah.
and that automatically tells me that depending on the time of day that I got my hookah, you gave me something that someone else smoked, or you don't clean your hookahs.
They probably don't clean it because it's probably stained. Yeah.
That part.
Probably stained. Um, Definitely with that. And I noticed that like a lot of loungers, they start going to the disposable hoses because they don't clean them shits.
But you
Right?
have, if you're working in a lounge, you have to use disposable.
Yeah.
This is
You got
Same here.
all these mouths on it and shit.
the
Yeah.
pandemic has shown us.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay,
oh, the plague.
the thing is, like, if you didn't know, there was a shortage during the pandemic. There was a shortage of hoses.
Of hoses.
Absolutely. I knew. I was like, God damn it. Especially I wanted to try the disposable because I had it at one of the lounges I went to. And I said, let me get a couple, order a few for myself just at home. Couldn't find them anywhere.
Not to interrupt, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I got to get back to work. I think I've been out too long. So.
All right, gang.
It was a pleasure
All right,
talking
bro.
to you all.
Pleasure meeting you.
Make me some money.
Imagine you will.
But like I said, most places have to use disposable. There was a time where they didn't want to because the cost of it. But the problem is, you go in at 1 o'clock smoke. I get there at 4. They give me the hose that you smoked.
Some bad shit comes off of that too.
Exactly.
And the first time, like I said, my very first time going to a hookah lounge, right? They had like the old school hoses, right?
Yeah.
The wood tips.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they give you the male, female tips, whatever, to put on them. But when I saw this shit, and I had my own hookah, but this is when I started bringing my own to some of these lounges. I just paid for the head, paid for the bowl. I bring my own shit. I saw a dude stick one of them fucking hoses in his nose. I said, oh, fuck no. I will never again use that shit. And I started bringing my own. First, I started bringing my own hose. Then I just started bringing my own hookah, period. And I just paid for their shisha, right?
Yeah.
That's how sometimes it's like I bring one of my ones I usually use a lot. But I would never bring one of my high end ones. I was bringing one of my low end ones.
Yeah. You're old reliable.
Right. Like I got one Little Smoky. That one's been with me all over the world up there. But that one I sometimes bring, and I do my own water, my own wine or whatever, and they would just make the bowl and I'd pay for the bowl. No big deal. I'm using my own shit. And yeah, when I saw that, I was turned off by that immediately. Like, how do you let that happen? Like you said, people don't stain them. I mean, some people don't clean them because they'll stain. So you got to get up in there, clean them. Sometimes they use like a little bit of bleach and it's soap and water heavy. Let it dry out. And then you should be able, because you should have like you said, a fresh, your hookah should be, the flavor that you smoke should be the order that should be the flavor you taste. If you're tasting another flavor, like you said with that blueberry, you like you said, you already knew that they didn't clean this hookah.
Yeah, because even like at the clubs, Valerie, she texted me last night. All hookahs are clean. So basically, my biggest thing with my staff is basically, hey, I know it's probably going to be an extra 30 minutes, 30 to 45, but let's get them clean because we back in it again the next following day. So my thing is cleanliness, and Melanated said germaphobe, her own or disposable, and all of that is facts because at the end of the day, me as a contractor, I'm only as good as my product.
Right.
So if my product is messed up and dirty and we've seen it, I've seen it, like that water gunk.
Oh yeah, man.
I've seen it. I've seen the mold, and it's just like, what are y'all doing? Like,
and you're inhaling that shit, right? So yeah, you don't want that in your. That's a bad day if you got mold in your lungs. That's
so me, I look at everything when I go to these spots. I'm looking at the bottom of your joint, like, and it doesn't take too long. Like even like I have like 80 hookahs at home. And those for my private events and stuff like that.
Right.
And once we leave the event, like we dump the water out. I don't clean the heads. I clean the heads at home because I'm like, yo,
Right.
I'm not taking another 20 minutes to clean heads. So
Right.
basically, when we get home, soap, water, baking soda, some lemon juice, and we let them hookahs sit. We let the hookahs sit for about an hour. Sometimes I let it sit overnight.
Yep.
I wake up the next morning, my house is just full of hookahs. I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta clean this up.
Yeah, right.
So, I basically just at the end of the day, I need perfection.
Shit.
And I didn't get to where I'm at right now by half-assing it.
No.
And I've seen it all around the city, man. I've seen it, like it's just bad. Like Val said, like we work with certain employees, and when I walk in the building, I don't put myself on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't know I'm working. So when I come in, it's like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, I know. Drill sergeant's here. And
Get him. Get him.
It's a different atmosphere. I let everybody do what they need to do as managers, but when I'm in the building, we're not running it like Valerie. We're not running it like Ozzy. We're running it my way.
Straight up and fly right, baby. Straight up and fly right. Yeah, no question.
I'll sit in the back, make the hookahs. A girl might come back there and get a few puffs. I'm like, all right, you finished? There's money on the floor. And that's how I am at the end of the day. I can't pay you if you back here smoking hookahs.
True that. That's facts. That's facts. Okay, as a silverback, he uses, because he's a hookah head, hanger, cotton balls, and other stuff. Right, he uses to get that gunk off the shit. Hangers definitely work when you get inside that base. Yeah, that's good. Clorox. Yeah, bleach.
Some of the bases, the new age bases that they're using with the like it goes down then it comes up like that. I don't know what they call it, but those are really hard to get to bases. Like I've been looking for like perfect brush cleaners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a way up to make sure that we have the best product.
The best thing you could do with like something like that, because I'll give you an example. What this glass I've been smoking. This one here.
Yeah, right. Something like that with the kind of base.
The thing you could do with that, because it's extremely hard to get a brush to it, right? Mm-hmm. What you can do is soak it in bleach for about 30 to 45 minutes, and you'll clean all that out. And put a little warm soapy water in there. It'll clean it out 30 to 45 minutes. You'll have a clean base. Extremely, it almost looks like it's brand new. It's crazy, because this one had a gunk, especially when I was using the rum chata, because it cakes up. So you got to clean immediately, and it's hard to scrub off. I left on there a little too long. It's hard to scrub off, so I poured bleach, hot water, a little bit of soap, 30, 45 minutes, like a brand new hookah. And it doesn't like take any of the markings off.
Oh, right? Okay.
So that's all good. And then of course after that you rinse it out with hot water, soap, like you would normally do your hookahs, and then let it dry, and you're rocking and rolling, right?
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's just an idea. If you find those bases, kind of it's like the ones that go down and it goes up, and it's real difficult to get in there. You got like fold the brush a certain way and twist it. It can get real tedious, right? Yeah, you can't get it like you want to get it. So if you do the bleach and let it soak, it'll get all that shit out of there.
Okay.
Yeah. Immediately after you use it, of course.
Yeah, of course. I think that's the biggest issue with people doing hookah now. Not just contractors, venues. They just don't care about their product, because let's think about it. On a Friday, we sell 20 hookahs. That person who's making hookahs, your bar back, your server, and that's the problem. They have their people who are already serving drinks or picking up food, picking up plates and cups. They're the ones making the hookah. They don't have a set hookah person. But even them having a set hookah person, Thursday, you do 10 hookahs. You might run some water through that. But Friday, you do 15 to 20. And on Saturday, you do 20 to 30.
Right.
And you know how the bars is. Once those girls finish closing out, they ready to go.
Facts.
And if you ain't finished, you got to do that shit in the morning.
Right.
When you come in the morning, you got to set up for Sunday brunch.
Right.
you know what? Let me throw some water in this real fast.
Right.
It's clean. It's not.
Right.
It's not, and it's a bad situation. And people who know about hookah, they could tell.
Oh yeah, they'll taste whatever is in it, and it could be definitely a bad situation, especially if they're real negligent, like we talked about earlier. Bro, this is some good shit, man. We definitely got the jam. We definitely have to do a jam session. I'm definitely come down there. I'm about to definitely smoke with you, my man.
Definitely,
Definitely
man.
smoke with you, man. Definitely
Definitely.
have to definitely get one in and really have a good time. I'm all and shoot, give me a reason to go back to DC again. I like going out to DC from time to time. Go to stands, get some chicken wings and shit, and,
Mhm.
and then rock on through.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
check out that.
definitely.
Go ahead.
We definitely invade. We definitely got to invade Avisha.
Oh,
I've been
no question.
I've
No
been
question.
I've been
Dude.
meaning to get out to her, but the way my schedule's set up, like I can't like today. Like I literally supposed to be at Lydia today. I told her
Okay.
I was like, I don't know. I've been kind of like me and this guy's been going back and forth for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
If I go to Lydia and it's actually busy for Taco Tuesday, I'm not gonna have no time to talk to him. Like
Right.
it's not going. And me being who I am, and you basically reaching out, trying to set this up for the last 2 3 weeks, I was like, nah, I got to give him my undivided attention. So like I'm at home right now, I'm chilling, I'm good. So like I definitely want to check her out because at the end of the day, like she's been doing her thing, and I want to taste her hookahs. Like at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
it's for me knowing who's out there,
Mm-hmm.
it's only right to go out and support them as well.
Oh, no
Because
question.
at the end of the day, we are going to need each other at some point in time. Like as
Mm-hmm.
contractors, us contractors, the way we do business, we're going to need each other at some point in time because the more of these places that go in house, we start
Mm-hmm.
losing these opportunities.
Right.
And at some point, we're gonna have to sit down and be like, "Yo, how can we take over? How can
Right.
we have the best hookah in DC
Right.
or Maryland, Virginia, or anywhere else in the states?"
No
So for
question.
me, I love that because when I used to be a promoter, my mentor who was a promoter, he told me this. He said that there's so many competition as
Mm-hmm.
promoters. Like everybody wants to be at Rose Bar, everybody wants to be at Decades, everybody wants to be at St. Eve's, whatever else these places.
Right.
But if they came together as a collective and said Thursday, this is the hottest spot. Friday, this is the hottest spot.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday is the hottest spot. Sunday, everybody can eat. Just think about it. Live on Sundays. What's the better party on Sundays in Miami than Live? Nobody. Nobody touches it because they decided collectively to come together. Some brains came together and was like, "Yo, let's make this the hottest spot."
Right.
Right now, everybody has options. Everybody has opinions on who has the best hookah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come together and brainstorm on how we, as a collective, as a brand, and be like, "Yo, this is where you need to go to get hookah." I guarantee, if we did that, we'd have an amazing. The city will have an amazing experience with hookah.
No question. No question. Because they have a pretty amazing scene with cigars, that's for sure. So let's do it with hookahs too, right?
Why not? Why not? Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? We all make money.
Right, right. That's that's a problem,
Yeah.
you know. But this has been a really good conversation. Right now, I'm gonna let some of my people in the chat who are still with us to
Mm-hmm.
come in and meet you and say what's up and ask any questions. To the chat, I'm putting the link out there. Come through and say what's up. To Ant, for those who just got in here, and for those who've been here, is Ant from Luxs Hookahs. Luxs, I'll make sure I'm saying it right. Luxs Hookah. And come say what's up to him, man. This has been a really good conversation. I like what you're doing. Like I said, it has some really so far. You're my second hookah person.
Mm-hmm.
Started off with as far as like the business wise, I had
Okay.
Evie, and then now you. I had Evie's. I loved it. I like what you're doing. I love your ethic. Shit, so you already know I got to smoke. You know I got to get down.
Definitely, man. You definitely got to come through. I'm definitely making an appearance for that. Make sure we get you on right.
For
Um,
sure. I'm with it, man. That's just gonna be all. I'm lucky, and then do a little live there too. I do a quick live. Ain't gotta be too long. I want to definitely get my smoke on, so I do a quick live. Hey, let the people know. Hey, this is Ant. Check it out. He's in the zone right now, so we ain't gonna be
yeah, of
long.
course, of
And then
course.
we get back smoking hookahs and stuff like that, and I give my my opinion like yo, and we rock out, man.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it, brother.
that's what I
DC
want.
in the building, baby.
That's what I want. I like when people tell me if it's good or not. Because if you tell me it's not good, then tell me why.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It can't be no. It sucks, and then you have no kind of solution, kind of,
Yeah,
or what can
because
make it better. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to make it a good experience. So
yeah, of
cool.
course. I love hookah, man. I love it. I
Oh
mean,
shit, preach to the
I
choir on
started
that one, brother.
I started late, but it's a situation for me where it's like I respect it, and as much money as it's given me throughout the years, I just feel like we just definitely need to make sure that we continuously do the right things. Honestly,
No
like
question.
this ain't like a podcast situation where I'm trying to say the right things. Like I can
No,
show you chats where it's like, yo, quality and service is the number one. And
no
it's
question.
like I have I've I've made a lot of money off of this. So at the end
Oh
of the day,
shit.
like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And it's ridiculous. And it's just like, yo, we're talking about hookah. But people don't respect it. And it's just like, yo, like, nah, we gotta bring that respect back.
A
And
global enterprise, man. Of course.
like
You
if
know what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
do it, then I'll do it. If I gotta take some companies with me, we're gonna do it. At the end of the day, there should be a reason why we not doing like a hookah festival in DC.
Right.
There's
Oh,
no
that
reason
shit would
why
be
we shouldn't. They
fucking
got A Street
fire.
Festival. They got all these other festivals. We
Right.
should be able to collectively
Set this shit off.
bring some brains together, grab our promoters that we know, find a location. Ain't got to be big, and we spending thousands of dollars.
Nah.
Small location, get some chefs in there, get some people who do drinks, maybe some other vendors that do other things, and then hookah's the main staple point.
Yeah, that's the lore. Yeah. No
And then
question.
people can meet us. People can meet us.
Right.
Because like ain't nobody at these lounges, hey, my name is so and so. You
Right.
enjoying the hookah?
Right.
We're the ones doing that because we gotta make sure that our stuff is on point.
Right. Said like Silverback said, it only takes one to start it. Bro, that sounds like a joint. That could be a 2023 vision board right there, man. Hookah
Everything
Fest. Ooh.
every, everything's on the table, bro. When I tell you,
Ooh, Hookah Fest. That shit would be motherfucking flavor. Now, real quick before we get, because I see people scared to come on this joint. That's all right. The link's out there once again for those who want to come through and say what's up. Now, got the hookah side. I'm going to revert a little bit back to the guns.
go ahead, do
Of
your
course, I
thing.
got to talk about the guns a little bit. You shoot?
I'm not a fan. Man,
What?
I'm guns have never been like I have two daughters now and a wife, so it's like protection would be nice, but like I honestly say I'm scared of guns.
We're going to change that. You came to the right place, brother. You came to the right place. Because yeah, we gonna take care of that.
Yeah.
The way I'm gonna take care of you with the guns, like you gonna take care of me with the hookah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna bring out a few firearms, and yes, I'm very strict on gun safety. I'm strict on educating. I'm strict on follow my instructions, and you'll be a perfect experience of your life.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna start you off light, and I'm gonna bring you up heavy. You're gonna be
Uh,
shooting shit you ain't never heard of before, fucking with me. All right. So I'm definitely gonna get you there because yeah, like you said, you got family. DC is kind of little. Do you live in DC or you just live in like
I'm in
Sonic?
high I'm in Hyattsville.
Oh, so
So
you're in shit, bro. We gotta get you right. And look, if you trying to get your carry permit, now's the time to do it because Maryland is now a shall issue state. So, were you military at any time?
nah.
Okay, so
Just hardworking man throughout the years.
nothing wrong with that. So that means we got to get you a class. I know a person that gets you squared away. I know a couple people that get you on their classes. Get you that training, that square. You get you squared away on DC and Maryland and Virginia. Get you squared away on all that shit. Oh yeah, a couple. I got so we gonna get you right in the gun game, brother. We gonna
Okay.
get you right in the gun game. Yeah, look,
I'm open.
yeah, we get you out there. If you want, you can bring some of your people with you, man. I'll bring the firearms out. We hit the range. It'll be outside, so it might be a little chilly. So prepare yourself. But
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, man.
cool.
Like,
I'm gonna bring some things. It'll probably be sometime. We'll do it like next year. Maybe we might even do it because it's gonna be busy. So probably after hunting season, we'll go outside to the range. I'm not a huge indoor fan because number one, it's expensive as shit. Number two, there's some people in there that are really scary when they're shooting on those lanes. And then number three, it gets real gassy and shit like that.
yeah.
So it kind of takes away from the experience. So outside's a little less expensive. You have more room, and
Okay.
it's not as strict. Still strict to a degree, but not as strict. And it'll give you a little bit of a I'll bring out a couple of 12 gauges. Bring out a couple of my pistols, 9mm. I'll bring out 22 long. I'll bring out some very special things too. There, bring out an AR, of course, just kind of get you right, and a couple of special head knockers, if you will.
Okay. I mean, I'm down, man. Like, literally, like, I love new experiences. Like, just 2021, I went out the country for the first time. So
Nice. Well, 2023, we're gonna get your gun game up, if not sooner.
I mean,
Right.
I'm down with it, bro. Like, I'm down with it. I like new experiences. So,
Cool.
and for me, it was more of never needed it, never cared for it. So for me, it was just like whatever. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, why not? Well, she never said it, but Valerie's my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot,
Yeah.
bring her with you.
So Valerie's my wife. So when she said she's been with me for the longest, she's there from the ground up. She was there when I first thought about it. She was there when I went a whole year without one single contract, when I was ready to give it up. She's been here during the pandemic. She's been here since oh, okay. Yeah, she's been here, man, and honestly, like she's helped me through a lot of things with the hookah situation where I was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm very like when I put my mind to something and then I say I'm over it, I'm over it. And it's just hookah wasn't the best financial situation for me for in 2018.
Right.
I lost all my contracts due to them going in-house because
Right.
I was doing Rose Bar for a while, Griffin, Eden, and that was something where someone was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna put you on. You need to go buy the hookahs. I'm gonna put you on to these places. Maybe 8 months later, they went in-house, and then I lost everything for a whole year. No contracts, no special events, no nothing. And I was like, nah, I'm done. And she was like, nah, you good at what you do. Don't give up. And I was like, I'm all right, but they not rocking with me right now.
Right.
I didn't give up. The next year, something happened. I don't even know. Like, something happened, and then it just started clicking. And then pandemic hit, and then we just evolved into what we have now. So
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we're gonna get you. You're doing good stuff. Saying you got good support. Wife's in the business with you. We're gonna get you right with these guns, both of y'all. So y'all get a better experience. Cause see what it is, you gotta have a good experience with a good teacher who's serious about this shit. I'm gonna get you right, man. I'm gonna bring out a few pistols, few shotguns, few rifles, and let you have at it. I'm gonna show you what you need to do, and then let you rock out. And then of course I'll bring a couple of special things out there that, ooh, that have you like, oh shit, I didn't know this. Does this exist? So I'll be right. I'll give you an experience that you've never thought you would have. Can I get the stigma behind firearms and stuff like that? Well, I'm gonna change your mind
Yeah, I'm down, man. I'm down. You just let me know. You got the number. So
for
at the end
sure.
of the day, yeah, just text. I don't really respond to phone calls a lot.
No problem.
But just text. I'm 30 minutes to an hour. I'll respond back and just
For
let me
sure.
know. Yo, I got this time. Are you available? Whatever. We'll make it happen. I like
Cool.
that idea.
That'll work, man. I love it. I love it, brother. This has been a wonderful dialogue. Valia is. She says she wants to do it. She's in.
There we go.
She's in.
There we go.
she's in. You got to do it now. She's in.
Yeah, I know. I know. She gonna be on me.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we gonna get you talk to Hookah. We gonna get them guns. And, oh, of course. I'm up the street too, man. I'm 35 minutes up, man. So I
Okay.
ain't nothing but a drive. Ain't nothing but a ride down to 495, brother. That's it.
And we can run this back on the podcast, man.
Oh, no question. Oh, you got a podcast?
No. I mean, in your situation.
Oh yeah, no question. Okay, yeah,
We can talk about
absolutely.
the first experiences and stuff like
Oh,
that.
absolutely. Oh, no question. That definitely gonna. Oh, no question. We're gonna talk about that. Absolutely. Have another smoke session, brother. We got to do that. You are definitely more than welcome to come back anytime you want. You don't even need me to beg you to do it. You be like, hey, bro, you got time? I want to talk about something. All right, let me know. We can fire this puppy up on the spot.
Yeah,
But
we'll
it be
do
5 people in the chat or 1,000 people in the chat. I don't care. We can rock, man. It's about dialogue to me. They can come see it later.
probably
You know
do some product release. Probably do some product release.
Shit. Say less.
Swing some stuff your way so you can let people know like how it smokes, stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, bro, like the stuff that we have on the backlog, trying to get back into trying to get the stuff to Maryland. There's some stuff where it's like it made me feel like I was Rocky in the joint, like, oh my God, I gotta have this, gotta have this. And for me, it's just like I gotta let people who love hookah. They have to have these things,
Oh
man.
man, you ain't man. Look, say no more. And of course, obviously, do a video on that joint. Obviously, because a gun and a hookah, I do both. So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Oh no, it'd be my honor, my pleasure, definitely to really talk about it and
Yeah,
promote
definitely.
it. Absolutely.
This is my first time doing anything like this. Like
Man, shit, don't let it be your last.
I don't like
Don't let it be your
me.
last.
I don't like doing reels. I don't like that's just not me. Like I have someone on my team put something together and be like, all right, cool, I'll post it.
Right,
But
right.
this was something where like when you sent me the info, screenshotted it, sent it to the my core team was like, yo, should I do this? Everybody's like, hell yeah, get out your comfort zone. I'm like, but I don't want to be the like I'm the face, but I don't want to be the face.
Right,
You get
right.
what I'm saying? Like I want to be the guy in the background, like this is what we doing. This is what we doing. Oh, I gotta go to a meeting. I go to the meeting. Just to let you know, you're gonna be talking to Valerie. She's your point of contact. I'm your point of contact for you to get paid. That's how I do things. And I know it's not the right way to do it, but for me, it's just like I like my comfort zone. I like being like, if I gotta pop up, I pop up. I'm like, hey, where you been? I'm working, been working. But I'm trying to get out of that in 2023. So this is the first situation that I've done this, and I was feeling it. Like I watched a few of your videos, and I was like, you know what? Let's get out. This is something that everybody's been telling me that I should be doing. So
Nice. Well, hey, I'm glad you listened, brother. Look, a good 2 hours of dialogue. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Because this was all about. It could have been an hour. It could have been 30 minutes. I don't care. It's
yeah. I
about
didn't know how long you normally. I didn't know how long you normally. So I was like,
random as shit. I mean, I've gone as long as 4 hours on this motherfucker.
oh man.
Right.
I was
So and there's always part twos,
Mhm.
as much as you are. They said this is official. You are welcome as much as you want to rock with me on a smoke session.
I got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna be
You
back.
got a brand something you want to rock on, some joint you want me to try out, or you just want to talk about something. And you got my number, man. You ever want to chop it about anything? Man,
Definitely,
you know, man. I got you, brother. I do as much as I can with what little bit I got. I rock with you.
I definitely, man. We're gonna definitely link back up. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna repost this whenever this go out. Let people know, like, hey, just check it out. It's stuff that we talked about hookah wise, life wise, everything. Like I enjoyed this, man. I really did enjoy this. Like this
I'm
is
glad you did, man. I'm glad you enjoyed. I enjoyed it too. This is a really good conversation. Yeah, hell yeah. So this joint, yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, definitely share this joint with all your people, man. The link it'll be almost immediate, right? The moment we come off here, it'll be available. So
oh
anytime you want, yeah, because we right as we're going live, once it ends, it's on there. So you
oh
want to
wow
share that
wow
link. The link I actually gave you the link. I text you the link. It's the second one,
yeah,
not the stream hour, the second one.
the
You
second
can
one.
send that joint out there and like,
Yeah,
hey, just check out this, check out my live, check out what I did.
yeah, definitely.
Just hell yeah,
I,
cause shit, hell yeah, because bro, it's about community for me. It's about our people
mm-hmm,
for me. It's about supporting our people always,
definitely.
and to support people on the things that I love.
Yeah.
It's a no brainer for me. I have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you were able to rock through. Glad you were able to bring, your hitters, your ace, your number one ace, and your
Yeah.
number two ace at the job wise is, it's wonderful to see us doing some big things out here, especially in ground zero at DC, right? Grounds in the city that could use it.
Yeah.
And you're definitely showing a way along with, Evie and a few others that you show love to, and they show love back, and they should show love back. So yeah, bro, this has been a good one, but yeah, we're definitely gonna rock out. 2 hours. I'm about to smoke me another hookah, have me a drink.
Probably grab some food real fast. Check
no,
the business and stuff.
no question. But I will definitely check out. I'm definitely gonna check you out. I'm thinking, shit. What time? Because you're not open on Thanksgiving, are you?
Man, I'm telling you right now. Anybody call me for Thanksgiving is getting an automatic message.
No, gotta get that eat on. Get
We're
that
not
eat
doing
on.
that. We're not doing that. Like honestly, Thanksgiving is family oriented. So people shouldn't be honestly, nobody should be open, but I know how nightlife is.
Right,
Um
right.
nightlife, they gotta get their money. So people will be outside after eating with the family, eating good, but we're not providing any services and we'll go back and forth with any venue about it. It's like, yo, it doesn't make sense. Come in, waste money. It's not a normal night. It's not.
No question. No question. No, I'm definitely gonna check you out. It might be this weekend, brother. I might
Let me know.
might
Let me
be
know. I'm in Vegas next weekend, so just let me know. Um, just let me know what you're trying to do. Even if it's this weekend or next week, the week after, let me know. We can sit down, smoke some hookah together,
oh no
and go.
question. Shoot, man. How about let's see. What is your how about Sunday?
I'm free. This Sunday,
Yeah.
well, I don't make the schedule. I have one of my managers make it. I don't know what my schedule is until it hits my phone. Like I don't
Right,
know.
right, right, right. No problem.
Like when it says you're working, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm working today. All
Hey,
right,
shit.
cool. But
If you,
Sunday,
it could be Sunday. It could be sometime next week. It ain't necessarily gotta be Sunday. It could be during the week too, huh? Shit,
okay.
I'm good at the shit. I'm good at the goddamn shit. I'm good anytime. Shit. If I
Just let
take
me
off
know.
work, I take off work. I don't give a shit.
Just let me know. My schedules can be flexible. It's just making sure that if I deviate from it, it's just making sure we have coverage wherever we're at.
Oh, no
So
question. No, I'll give you definitely in advance. I'll definitely give you. It won't. I'll know. I'll let you know the next few days. I'll let you know. No later than Friday. I'll let you know.
okay, just let me know. Just let me know, and I'll make it happen, man. I'll make it happen,
All right.
and then we'll go from there.
No question, man. No question. We'll do that for sure, and we'll sit down. We'll dialogue and leave. Set up, and we can while we're doing that, we can chop it up about a day. Cause we might do an indoor. I might do indoor range with you just starting off because I don't want to wait too late. I want you to kind of already get your hands, get some of that trigger time in early. So I don't want to wait too long. So what I'll do is we'll talk when we talk on that. We'll set it up to where we'll do an indoor. There's a couple indoor range I can take you to. We can do an hour session.
Yeah,
Fade.
definitely. I'm down. I'm down at the end of the day. Just text me, man. That's
No,
all I need is time and place.
that'll work, man. Before we fade up out of here, any last thoughts you want to give to the people?
Um, at the end of the day, man, just enjoy hookah, man. Hookah is definitely a situation where it's relaxing. At the end of the day, it's time to spend with family, friends, and just enjoy. And at the end of the day, 2023 is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just level up from what they've been doing since from there. Let's not be the
No,
same. Let's not be the same that we were a year before.
no question. And on that note, brother, it was a pleasure. We
Definitely.
definitely gonna link up. I'm gonna hit you up. Definitely no later than Friday. Enjoy your day with your family. Get your eat on and pass out watching a football game or whatever. Um, Shout out to the Washington Commanders. But yeah, okay.
I'm New York born and bred, man. It's all giant.
Oh, okay. So you're
All
a
giant.
Giants fan.
Yeah.
I was. Are you city or upstate?
Queens. So
Queen. Okay, you're Burroughs. I'm out the Burroughs. I'm upstate New York.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a 49ers fan. So yeah,
Yeah, y'all had some good years. Had some good years.
yeah. We might have a good year this season. Ain't over yet.
Yeah.
Ain't over yet.
Football tricky, man. Football
Yeah,
tricky.
oh, is it ever, man? Is
That's
it ever?
like you can go 8-8 and still be in the playoffs.
You go 8-8 and win the Super Bowl. Shit.
I've witnessed it.
Shout out to the Giants doing it twice. They went through us one of those years to do it. I was
Sorry.
like, man, yeah, that
Sorry.
day, man. I couldn't be mad at that joint because that was the second time. And y'all beat the New England Patriots undefeated team. Now that was special. That shit was special.
But I'm gonna tell you something funny. I know you're trying to get out of here.
Now you good?
It was the last game. It was the last game of the season.
Yep.
And we tore into that boy. I told my friends, I said, do not let us see that man again.
I said that same joint. It was the last game of the season when y'all played New England. I said if y'all met again, Giants are gonna win. Who would have thought it'd have been the Super Bowl? When Tyree caught that joint on his helmet, I said, "Oh, this game over. It's over."
Man, I walked into a house that had all Patriots winning with my Eli Manning jersey. They was like, "Y'all losing." I was like, "Nope."
Shit, nope. I knew that last game. If y'all play, I said, if y'all met again, y'all gonna win. Sure as shit.
That's when I realized Tom Brady don't like getting hit.
Hell no. And Giants had that defense, man. God damn,
bro.
y'all had that defense.
We hurt that man. I was like, yo, like nobody's like
Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck in his earlier years.
And everybody was talking about it too. Like, yo, that boy was getting hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all put the pressure on him. He don't like pressure. Not at all. That's why they come with the crazy ass rules. He don't like pressure.
If I knew what I knew now, I'd have put my money on them Giants and been
bro, who you telling? Man, who you telling? I was in Vegas that year too. Shit. But yeah, we definitely had to chop up some more. But yeah, brother, you be safe.
You too, man.
And I'll chop it with you for sure, man. Pleasure.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
No problem. Pleasure's all mine, brother.
Thank you for everybody who attended.
Yes, sir.
All right, boss, man.
All right. Be safe.
You too, man.
Yep. So, here you have it. Another smoke session in the bag. This was a really good one. Really good one. I'm definitely getting down there smoking some shisha. Got another person we're going to get in the gun family. Right? It's good. This all about. It's about dialogue, baby. But that's all I really got for y'all. Smoke session complete. Gun hookah out.